Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast. My name is Amir. Before I get started on today's episode, just want to thank everybody for following the podcast on Spotify as well as subscribing to the YouTube channel. I'm on my path to 2,000 subscribers, so if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot. So for today's episode, I want to talk about a quick Miami Heat update. The Miami Heat just waived Orlando Robinson earlier today, and it made sense that we waived Orlando Robinson. He received a standard contract last year. It wasn't guaranteed for this season. He signed a 2-year agreement, and they had a club option, and the Miami Heat until July 15th to make a decision on whether or not they were going to keep Orlando or waive him. After July 15th, his contract would have been a standard contract. He would have made like 2 million or under. I forgot the exact amount, but something really cheap. And the Heat decided to waive him because the Heat drafted his replacement to a certain degree and also re-signed Thomas Bryant after he opted out of his player option and actually came back for less money. He took $800,000 less. I don't know why he did that, but Thomas Bryant did. And so right now, the rotation and lineup for the Miami Heat bigs are at the center position. We have Bam, Thomas Bryant, and Kalel Ware. And then at the power forward position, we have Nikola Jovic and Kevin Love right now. So we have some good options there. So it makes sense that we didn't retain Orlando Robinson. He was on the team for 2 seasons, and Orlando played 67 games total, 31 2 seasons ago, and 36 games last season. He's 23 years old. Only averaged 2.8 points, 2.3 rebounds, 1 assist in 8 minutes of playing time this past season. So not a big update here. Something that was definitely expected. So right now, the Miami Heat have 13 standard contracts so far. And last season, they went into the regular season with 14 players. So they kept that last spot open and available. And they might go into the season adding only one more player. Who could that player be? Who knows? Again, we don't have a true point guard on this roster, even though we are pretty guard heavy now after signing Alec Burks to the veteran minimum. But if Haywood Highsmith leaves, as Caleb Martin just did and went to the 76ers, we are going to need wing defenders, and we're going to need, more specifically, point of attack wing defenders. Jimmy is going to be our best defender, but he's 34, going to be 35 by the time the season starts. So we need someone there possibly, or a backup point guard, perhaps. But again, the point guard or the guard room is kind of full to a certain degree, depending on if you want to call Duncan Robinson a guard or he's more of a small forward wing player himself. But of course, he's not defensive minded. So the Heat have 13 spots. I'm assuming they'll give up one more. It looks like we are negotiating potentially with Haywood Highsmith, but he's also has interest across other teams, according to Michael Skotos, so from Hoops Hype. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section about us waiving Orlando.